Hey folks, it's 21 Maxwell here and welcome to episode 142 of the TNA Impact Wrestling TEW2013 Let's Play. You join us on our continual road to Bound for Glory, and we've got another episode of Crossfire as we continue to build these feuds along and hopefully, really just get a lot of heat between a few of the feuds. Today we're actually using most of our talents on the show that we have plans for, so there's no pre-show matches, and we've got 17 segments taking up the full 125 minutes. Booking the show in the Midwest region, and it's going to be at the Target Centre in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Because I think we're just scheduled to get about 9,500, so if we can sell that out, that'd be fantastic. Worrying thing here, as you can see, is that the industry and the economy are both falling. I was also considering putting a show in Canada, and then this happened. The industry was literally at the lowest of the low. It was at 1 when I last looked, and now it's at 2. So I don't think we're running a show in Canada anytime soon. It's going to be a bit better in Mexico, pretty poor in the UK, pretty poor in Japan. Just in general, it seems to be pretty poor in most places. Same with Central Europe. And I've deactivated Aussie because really it's irrelevant in this. But yeah, so 17 segments. Hopefully, we can get some good heat behind our storylines. A good show that obviously can't get pop because we're in the cooling down phase, but hopefully you enjoy the show, you enjoy the stories we're telling, and it gets us a bit closer to Bound for Glory, so enjoy. So our first match, straight away as we start the show, in a match that had some good action and average heat, the Forever Hooligans of Alex Kozlov and Rocky Romero defeat Jake Carter and Jesse Sorensen from Divine Entertainment in 707, when Alex Kozlov defeated Jesse Sorensen by pinfall. This got a C+71, so a pretty decent opener, considering it's two upper mid-carders against some guys that are trying to push in the future. Divine doing some good work at ringside, excellent chemistry between the Hooligans, and Rocky Romero looked really good out there, so that's a good sign. There are no skill improvements, and from the dirt sheet, mostly Jesse Sorensen with negatives, but again we're going to try and build him up and hopefully get his character over. But apart from that, most of the guys holding back because it wasn't on pay-per-view. After the match, the rest of Divine Entertainment enter the ring and they begin a 4-on-2 beatdown. It's Kozlov and Romero up against DJZ, Pinky Sanchez, Jesse Sorensen and Jake Carter. The heels continue to have the advantage until, this is a C61 segment, with a good pairing between Sanchez and Divine, no skill improvements, negatives again, mostly for Jesse Sorensen. We'll fix him eventually, I think. It's going to take time, but as I say, he's a heel just now for a bigger face turn down the line. But then the TNA Originals, Eric Young and James Storm run out to assist the Forever Hooligans. All 8 men end up brawling around the ring before the faces gain the upper hand and send the heels flying out the ring. Have Alex Kozlov, Rocky Romero, Eric Young and James Storm all aligned together. This is a D+53. Kozlov looked good, Romero looked like a star, Eric Young performed poorly, as did Jesse Sorensen, and Jake Carter looked absolutely dreadful. But there's some people that will look a lot better because of their overness. No skill improvements here, and the dirt sheet just again mostly negatives for Jesse Sorensen. But again building up a kind of storyline here. Obviously 2 alliances. Are these 4 guys going to align to take on Divine Entertainment? Our next match is about that had solid in-ring action but non-existent crowd heat. We had Soldier Ant defeat Jack Gallacher in 5:57 with a spine splitter. This was a C60. Great chemistry between these two. Obviously Jack Gallacher just here as an enhancement talent, and the performance of Soldier Ant was out to be good. Actually brought Jack in to put into development. He wanted to come to the main roster. His contract was expiring and I felt he hadn't improved a lot. And then Dixie Carter just decided out of nowhere, yeah, just going to renew his contract and there's nothing you can do about it. But I'm not really overly mad. I just felt we could have maybe saved that money. But Jack Gallagher's in, he's somebody that we use an enhancement talent to make other workers look strong, and then maybe give him a push down the line. But apart from that, no skill improvements, and the dirt sheet just as negatives for both guys holding back and inconsistency, and a low momentum of Jack Gallacher. But overall, that's pretty decent to put Soldier Ant over. We then head to the Titantron where General Manager of Impact, Kurt Angle, is there with Mascara Dorada. He says, Soldier Ant, it's time I showed Austin my true authority power, And Mascara Dorada has requested, and I have accepted his request, for a mask versus mask match at Bound for Glory. Good luck. It's a B-72, so basically just setting up that these two are going to go head to head, mask versus mask, in a big match at Bound for Glory, but also tapping into the storyline between Austin and Angle, where Kurt Angle is going to fight for power. Continues the Battle of the Mask storyline, no skill improvements, and just one negative there. Overall, I'm still okay with that, building up their matchup, which I've already pre-booked. This then cuts to a segment where we see General Manager of Crossfire Steve Austin backstage with Rocky Romero and Alex Kozlov. Now, since that little bastard Kurt Angle thinks he can run Steve Austin's show, I think it's time we really up the stakes. Now, Angle, you've got 4 friends in Divine Entertainment, and that no good son of a bitch Johnny Divine is hanging around as well. So how about this for the Bound for Glory pay-per-view? Let's put it all on the line. Winner takes control. Winner takes all. Your 4 guys of Divine Entertainment against Romero, Kozlov, Eric Young, and James Storm. I'll let you think about it, you little bitch, and I'll see you for an answer on Impact. So is Austin putting up his 50%, or basically his ownership of, when you say his ownership, his authority position against Angle's, so there's one authority figure. Will Angle respond and answer and accept the challenge? We'll find out down the line, but a B81 there, and that builds it up. Rocky Romero developing better performance skills, and just the one negative there for Austin, but overall a very good segment, happy with that. Again, building up to future things. We then have a hype graphic saying that the winners of Colby Corino and Chris Hero against Uwe Nation and Bobby Lashley will be the new #1 contenders for the Tag Team Championships. Let's get a C-54. Nothing really to add to that apart from the matches next. And a match that saw some good action, but not much in the way of heat. The Destroyer Nation drew with Colby Corino and Chris Hero in 7:09 following a double countout. Disappointing C-56 as a lot of guys are trying to build up. The tag team storyline has advanced from this. There were no skill improvements, and the dirt sheet will have a lot of negatives. For stale characters holding back, and just Chris Hero declining. But overall, it's okay. In the tag division, something we're going to look to use for more so now for up and comers and has-beens, and try and mix and match that. After this, we then see Kurt Angle again. He says, "Well, Austin, I'll think about your challenge, but I'm making another match for the pay-per-view. You see, with this match being a draw, I believe we need a competitive and active tag team division. So since neither team lost, how about at Bound for Glory, the Killer Elite Squad versus the Destroyer Nation versus Colby Corino and Chris Hero for the World Tag Team Championships. Top that, Austin. Top that." So a C-64 from Angle, just because obviously the overness of the guys he's mentioned, but it continues the tag storyline, and again shows up to these two having a battle for power. No skill improvements, negative again, poor gimmick, but that's another match set up for the pay-per-view, and it gives us a good bit of time to get some heat with the matches built up as well and get a proper storyline behind them. Next up, in a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, we had Angelina Love, Melissa and Beth defeat Ivelisse Velez, Mia Yim and Madison Rayne in 9:31, when Angelina defeated Madison Rayne with a lights out. This was a C-56. Basically here, Ivelisse and Mia Yim have been on rolls, they've been winning, so we need somebody to take a loss and give Angelina some momentum, so that was just the logic behind this. It does say a future heel turn for Madison Rayne. She's slowly going to turn heel, it's not going to be in the women's division, she'll do it, but any amount of segments that we can build up the heel turn helps. Mia Yim is off her game and it continues the tag storyline. Women's storyline, sorry, and Madison improves her rumble skills. Basically, we're going to go with a push in some sort of capacity with Madison Rayne, as with the news item saying that she was like a hot prospect or something. She is 30, so as a female, in this game you kind of have to pull the trigger around it now in any sort of push, so look for that to come. Apart from that, a lot of low momentums because the women aren't naturally over, and holding back slightly. Overall, again, it's okay, as long as the match at the pay-per-view delivers. Then the match had some solid in-ring action, but not much in the way of heat, as Davey Richards defeats RVD in 9:27 with a DR Driver 2. DPOS 49, RVD again jobbing out to put Richards over. RVD was off his game. Richard's improving his Rumble skills. RVD's pretty much phoning it in now until he leaves. As you see the amount of negatives there for RVD. Once he's gone, the better. But just a general squash match to put Davey Richards over. We then cut backstage to Morrison, who has some words for Davey Richards. Hey Richards, thanks for that cheap attack last week. All that has done is woken me up to show that I really need to step up my game. I'm representing this company as its X Division champion, and I should be ready to take on all comers. So that being said, bound for glory, I'll be more than happy to put my title on the line and ensure that you will get the ass kicking of a lifetime. So again, putting up another match, building that up, and putting revenge for Davey Richards. Cheap shot attack on Morrison last week. C-58 in the X Division storyline advances with that. No skill improvements. And the dirt sheet just has a poor gimmick and low momentum. Next up, I was hoping this would deliver, so we need a really good main event or we're going to be losing pop. And about it featured great action and a good crowd. Harry Smith defeated Masato Yoshino in 15:29 by pinfall, a C+70. I thought these two would mesh and we'd get a surprise good result out of it, but not to be, and there were no skill improvements to comment upon at this time. Negatives here, both guys holding back, the stamina of Yoshino, length as well, low experience and the cold crowd. I went with a 6-man tag for the main event just to freshen up and try something different instead of using it every match before we get to the pay-per-view. But next up, we've got a graphic showing that Chris Jericho will return next week after his brutal assault from Bram last week. That's a B-75, so just a small segment there to continue that. And then we have a strange entrance. Before our main event, the lights go out and darkness descends as Taker's music plays. A figure heads to the ring, but it's Adam Cole. He's trolled us all. Thought it was someone else? Really? You actually expect Taker to turn up for you stinking fans? Taker is scared. He's scared that Adam Cole is going to beat up his old ass and send him to the retirement home. He's nothing. Taker, yet again, I am continually waiting for your answer. Just basically a troll segment there from Adam Cole, just try to get some heat behind him. And yeah, an A8B+ will hopefully put us into a good main event. Which got a B84, that might help us survive and not lose pop or importance. But a match that had some great action and a good crowd. Adam Cole, Samoa Joe and Kota Ibushi defeated EC3, Ricochet and Shinsuke Nakamura in 2026 when Adam Cole defeated Nakamura with Florida Key. Nakamura the weakest in their team against Adam Cole, a guy we're really going to push to the moon with this match against Taker. It continues 2 storylines. At the same time, Joe improves technical performance and Adam Cole on Rumble. And the dirt sheet gives us negatives for mostly everybody holding back, with a few poor gimmicks. And then the experience of the announced team, so that's not too bad. I think once the announced team gets over, we may slowly but surely start picking up better ratings as well. After this, all the baby faces are thrown out the ring, and EC3 is thrown back into the ring. Joe picks him up and then takes him into the corner and hits him with a muscle buster. EC3 is out, and Joe grabs his title. He holds EC3's head in one hand, he lifts the title up on his other. Samoa Joe has signalled his intent. So just a bit of an angle to get some heat behind Joe, but also to continue their feud. B+88, hopefully that gets us a good rating. The only negative here was it was limited for being short. Hopefully we won't lose pop, I think we might, due to our co-main event, but we'll find out in a second. I actually got a B81, which is better than our last couple of shows, so I'm very happy with that. A good strong ending to the show. Maybe we should do that more often, you know, have like an average like co-main event, but as long as the main event has some big angles run about it, we should be okay. But B81, it's okay. I've been another day, we gain pop if we don't have or gain importance if we don't have a cooling down period. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. I say it was just to continue on the storylines. Next up is another episode of Impact, as we get closer and closer to the big extravaganza that is bound for glory. So as always, if you enjoyed the episode, please smash the hell out of the like button. If you get any comments regarding the series, regarding TW in general, or wrestling in general, put them in the comments section below, and either myself or other people can either help you regarding TW, or just have a general debate on the world of wrestling. But as always, guys, thank you for your support. If you've subbed, it's deeply appreciated. If you haven't, why not hit the sub button? It means these videos get to you a little bit easier. But until next time, this is 21 Maxwell, and I shall see you hopefully for the next episode. Bye bye.